Yo, JD here, to Limits, and as you can see, we're F1 2015 Bahrain here today for our fourth setup in the series. So as usual, get the best possible exit on DRS early as possible, and for this first corner, just before the curb on the left hand side, that's when you want to brake. You want to go down to third gear, try to do a nice late apex for this one. Be very patient on the throttle. As soon as the car's straight, that's when you want to go on full throttle. And for this next corner, you want to be braking just before the curb on the left hand side again. So just before there, we're going to go to third gear, try and clip that apex, try and stay nice and tight for this one, try and flip around 2 out wide. And for as soon as the curb starts, that's your turning point, going to fourth gear. As soon as you get to the middle of the track, go completely fast out through fifth gear. And as soon as the car's straight, you want to go down to third gear again, try and attack that apex, but be very patient on the throttle coming out of here. And for this next corner, as soon as you get to about middle of the track, that's where I'll start braking. Second gear at the last minute, just to get that extra bite. And then you want to go on the throttle nice and patient, get the DRS, and then run up through the gears to about 7th gear. And for this, look for the black board on the left hand side. Just before you hit that, you will go to the 4th gear, do a slow in, fast out corner for this, try and maximise the track on the exit. Completely flat out for this round, try and do a late apex. As soon as your car is straight, do a late apex once again. In 4th gear, try and maximise the track and run up through the gears to 7th gear. And for this last corner, you definitely want to be going in slow in, fast out for this corner. So just before the curb on the left, go down to third gear. Be very patient on the throttle. As soon as the car's straight, go on the power once again, run up through the gears, make sure you hit the DRS, and that is a lap of Bahrain. And we have done a 30.4, which is pretty much exactly the same as my PB, just 0.015 behind, and that was currently the #1 time at the time when I set that. So looking at the setup once again, and it's a shock. It is 1-1 wing, which is pretty much going to be the norm, as I said, for most tracks unfortunately in this game. For the transmission, 95% and 70%. This seems to be really my sweet spot on what I use for my setups at the moment. It really just seems to make it really comfortable in traction, makes the car feel just really stable, not too oversteery, and it's probably something I will keep for quite a while in this game. Moving on to the alignment now, it's all the way to the left. For the camber, that is just to get the maximum responsiveness, but for the toe, that is really just to maximize the traction as much as possible, and the straight line speed as well. So I'm not really looking for responsiveness there, but just really traction is a huge part of this game, so that's the reason why I've done that. And as for the suspension, 11.1 for the actual suspension, just for the straight line speed, and 11.4 pretty much just to get that bit more traction. It's got a little bit of turning, but it's really more built around gaining traction, which is very important in this game. As for the tyre pressures, do not really need changing in TT. As for my balance, though, it is 8. You definitely need a bit of turning for the high speed direction of this track. So hope you guys have been enjoying my hot lap and setup series. I will be releasing some different videos, some actual race gameplay and career mode, which will be coming out later today. I also just want to say just a huge thank you for the support recently on my videos. It's actually been quite overwhelming to me, and it really keeps motivating me to just helping you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you next video. Cheers.